Let me tell you something real. Kids don't act out because they're bad. Kids act out because they are broken, because they feel unseen, unheard, overlooked, unwanted. What you see in the classroom is not rebellion, it's a cry for attention, a cry for help, a cry for love. And I know that cry because I used to scream it silently every day. When I was young, I had someone I looked up to more than anybody. He was 4 years older, living wild, reckless, and free. He was the first person who gave me my first piece of crack to sell, the first person I slept in abandoned buildings with, the first person that made me feel like I belonged somewhere. And the truth is, I wanted to be just like him. Everywhere he went, I was right behind him, pulling him on the handlebars, chasing the feeling that somebody finally saw me. I didn't know I was following a path that would almost destroy my entire life. May 14th, 1997, I was 13 years old when I was picked up by the police and they arrested me for 3 robberies, facing 2 life sentences. Not because I did it, not because I was a monster, because I was guilty by association. Because I looked up to him, acted like him, moved like him, hung with him. Everyone assumed if he did it, Antoine had to be there too. That's what your environment will do to you. It'll label you before you even get a chance to speak. I sat in that Cold County jail for 8 months, crying out to God, hurting in my heart, confused in my mind, forgotten by the world. The courts thought I was guilty, and my family thought I was guilty. My daddy didn't come to see me one time. No love, no support. I was 13 years old, spending my 14th birthday behind bars, asking myself, why doesn't anybody believe me? Why does nobody care? Why am I even here? I cried myself to sleep so many nights, my pillow knew my pain better than any person on earth. And yes, suicide crossed my mind. I thought the world would be better off without me. This is what our kids are going through silently. After 8 long months, I stood in front of a jury. 6 white faces decided my future. My mom was the only one in the courtroom. I looked back at her with tears in my eyes, begging her silently, Mama, please don't let them do this to me. The judge read the verdict, not guilty. I should have been jumping for joy, but I wasn't. Half of me was relieved, the other half of me was angry because nobody believed me. Not the system, not the streets, not even some of my own family. That day didn't give me freedom, it stole my innocence. It hardened my heart. It made me feel like the world turned its back on me. Even after it all, I stayed loyal to my cousin. I rode for him every step of the way. I sent him money while he did 3 years. When he got out, he started robbing again, even robbed a bank. And still I tried my best to help him be great. I thought loyalty means staying attached no matter what the circumstances. Until the day he pulled a gun on me. Not because I snitched on him, not because I crossed him, just because he didn't value his life, nor did he value mine. That moment showed me something every young person needs to hear. Loyalty will destroy your life if you give it to the wrong person. Eventually, he got sentenced to 56 and a half years, and I cried. Not because I missed him, not because I felt sorry for him, but because I finally understood. The people you follow can become the future you inherit. He lost his life to the streets, and I almost lost mine trying to follow him. That's when I walked away. No letters, no support, no looking back. People need to hear this. You could be innocent, you could be smart, you could be good. But if you hang around the wrong crowd, the world will judge you by their actions, not your intentions. I wasn't guilty of robbery, but I was guilty of association, and that almost cost me my future. My comeback started when I learned how to be great. Be for believe. Believe in your worth, even when nobody else does. The E for endure. Endure the struggle without letting it break you. G for grind. Grind for the future you want, not the crowd you follow. R for resilience. Resilience means getting back up even when life punches you hard. E for educate. Educate yourself, school, skills, wisdom. A for adapt. Adapt when your environment tries to shape you into something you're not. T for transform. Transform your pain into power. Those 7 letters saved my life, and they can save yours too. To every person, boy or girl, man or woman, young or old, listening to this, you don't need the streets to validate you. You don't need the wrong crowd to feel seen. You don't have to repeat the patterns you inherited. You deserve a lot bigger
That's me.
than your environment. A future louder than your pain, a destiny stronger than your past. And I'm standing here today, a business owner, college graduate, motivational speaker, a father, a leader, not because I am perfect, because I choose every day not to let my past write my future. Your environment does not define you. Your mistakes do not define you. Your pain does not define you. Your choices do. Choose wisely, choose boldly, choose to be great.